Who the fuck's gonna learn from that? They're dead!
So anyway, hello and welcome to College Cheese Podcast, episode 41. And as usual, I'm your host, Al, and the usuals are here.
Yeah, what's up, people?
Aaron's here. Joe's alive.
Barely.
Joe is hanging on by a thread.
I am recovering from work.
So,
you know what will pick him up or pep him up? If a doctor magically just entered his room with a glove and snapped it back with his finger.
How would that relax and what, like massage his feet?
Oh, good. Is he amputating my legs?
No, he's about to give you a prostate exam because we're 41. Episode 41.
Well, I mean,
he just snaps the glove. He's like, "Yo, turn around, toot that ass."
I spent my entire life having shit come out of my ass. Might as well see what it's like for something to go in.
We'll see you next week. Bye.
Yeah.
So okay, so we got a couple of things to talk about. Couple big things. Number one, the final DLC character for Street Fighter V Season 2. It's been revealed.
Yep.
As we all expected, it's Guy's Master Zeku.
Yep.
What?
What we did not expect is how he looks or performs.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll talk about that. So every character, I think with the exception, well, no, Akuma brought something to the table because he was the first character to have 2 critical arts.
Yeah.
But basically every character in Season 2 has brought some kind of new mechanic to the table.
Yep.
Zeku's mechanic is he switches between his old self and his younger self.
Yep.
He had stances.
It's a sort of pseudo stance change, yes, but it's his V skill. It's his not actually the traditional input like with Gen having, as in like triple punches or triple kicks.
Right. And obviously, like, you know, did you know that like the V skill has to hit for the transformation?
No, I did not know that.
Right. So so you can't just like throw out the V skill and have him switch. It only switches if the move connects.
Which is pretty lame, but
yeah.
I'll find out what to do with it.
Right. And also like with Gen, because with Gen, one stance was charge and the other one was motion. With Zeku, both stances are motion.
Okay. So, that's good.
It's like older Zeku has slower normals, as well. Younger Zeku has faster normals and faster moves.
Like I said yesterday, it was a little disappointing that old Zeku and young Zeku don't have different critical arts. I kind of would have liked that.
Yeah.
But
younger Zeku plays more like Guy.
That'll be in Ultra Street Fighter 5.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, so like what do you guys think of the character?
I'll let Joe go first.
I like him. I want to play him. He looks really fun. I'm not sold on him just yet, mostly because the whole stance thing, the way it functions, is a huge disappointment from what it could have been.
Yeah.
Mm.
But like the problem is the reveal trailer showing him off, they didn't show anything too fancy.
Oh, was that flashy enough for you?
Yeah, it's like every character reveal has like shown off their stuff, but they've looked really good doing it.
Yeah.
And Zeku's didn't sell me yet. And I'll have to like play around with him a bit, and we'll have to see what the pros do with him.
Right.
But I want to play him.
Yeah, I think when it comes to character reveal trailers, I think the only ones I really weren't blown away by were Juri and Urien, because I think by the time that the trailers came out for the character, you know, people had already been experimenting a lot with them in like the story mode.
Yeah.
So we'd been, you know, figured out.
We pretty much already knew what we were getting into.
Right.
Though nobody will ever have the reaction that L.A. Joe had.
That was, yeah.
What was the reaction for them?
I think we showed like I'll show you the video after, but like L.I. Joe, who's like, is he like he's a Urian loyalist, right?
Yeah,
I'd
he
say.
is like one of the biggest Urian fanboys.
So, like when they showed the Balrog trailer, you know how like, at the end of the Balrog trailer, they showed off the slight glimpse of Juri and the slight glimpse of Urian. So like it's that CEO and L.I. Joe is standing on the side of the wrestling ring, and he's like, he's smiling, he's clapping, but then Urian comes on screen and he just loses his goddamn mind, and that's putting it lightly, I think.
Like, yeah, they show off Juri and he's like, oh, and then they show off Yuri and he's like,
he's shaking the ropes and he's like, ah! And he's screaming,
he's going around hugging random people and
right? I'm like, he probably doesn't even know that dude.
yeah.
But yeah,
That was the face of a man who had just seen God.
right.
Yeah, that's
And then on top of
he
that,
shall be known as the Thug Hugger.
yep. So, and then on top of that, like I think, like it was the following, and then L.I. Joe had that magical run at Evo,
Yeah.
and then
I got fifth.
yep. And where was it where Tasty Steve recorded that video of him meeting Urian's voice actor? Was that Comic-Con?
It was a convention. I don't remember which one. It might have been Comic-Con.
But like, so Tasty Steve records this video of he's with L.I. Joe and a guy. The guy and L.I. Joe apparently didn't know that it was Urian's voice actor. So, and then what's his name? His name's Bill Rogers, I think.
I almost wanted to say Bill Engvall. I was like, wait, no, that's not right.
That's not right. So anyway, L.I. Joe doesn't know it's Urian's voice actor. So then the guy says the line as Urian, and L.I. Joe just bolts across the room.
He just runs.
He just runs
right away. He's gone.
And then it was great. So, but yeah, getting back to Zeku, the trailer, I thought it was decent. Like they didn't show off anything too amazing, so I wasn't super blown away by it.
Right.
Like I've said this before, I am glad that the character was better than I thought, because when he first appeared and he's like, "Let's party" or whatever he says, yeah, it's like, oh my god, he's gonna be a joke.
And he's got the English voice actor of Bang Shishigami, everyone's favorite Japan pop ninja, the J-pop superstar ninja.
I told Joe this, but I was very tempted to download an MP4 of the Zeku trailer and then edit in the Bang music. But I was like,
Let's party, ba 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 ba, ooh la mashi.
but so yeah, what do you think of the character?
I thought for being the last character, he could have been a little bit more flashy. I noticed he doesn't seem like he has projectiles though.
Mm-mm.
Not one bit, which surprised me. I think.
But Guy didn't have any projectiles.
Yeah, that's true. Guy doesn't have any projectiles. He's all like get in your face.
Yo, I'm disappointed that Zeku doesn't have that Guy Tatsu.
Yeah.
But
Guy's
so
effective wake up.
You could bring back the legendary Tatsu on your wake up, not on his, on yours.
I don't know what, like, it's not even like Aaron doing it on wake up. I don't know what bothered me so much about that Tatsu. It just looks stiff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy had stiff Tatsus.
It had like 2 frames of animation, and then they just decided to spin him.
Yep. So, but anyway.
Oh, title for the show: Stiff Tatsus.
Stiff Tatsu. Break your leg. Anyway.
But he's interesting, but he's not flashy enough to get me hyped. His a couple of his like roundhouses look like they hit from like mid screen. A couple of his kicks, because the energy coming off of it seems like it can hit you from mid screen and whatnot.
Yeah, he kicks ink at you. I think I read somewhere that also stays on the screen for a little bit.
Which is
No, they're bringing back that ink from Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
The focus attack.
yeah.
And
So,
Max said he saw one of his moves and thought it looked like Genocide Cutter from Rugal.
But other than that, I thought he was more Joe's character because he looks technical. With
He looks Texan?
Yeah, he looks Texan. He looks a little bit technical with the stance changes.
Oh, man. Well, yo,
Everybody expects me to play this character.
Yeah, actually, because you're the more technical fighter out of all of us.
Oh, I go for what's fun.
Yeah. So I'll definitely play him. Like I said, I can't really judge until I get him in my hands. He's not going to be like the new Ed for me.
Right.
I know that right off the bat.
Right.
But
What about that? What about those costumes?
yo, those costumes.
Yeah, like it's
Strider.
a little too on the nose because like we don't know much about him yet, but he's got like his younger version in like 3 different instances look like a Strider.
Yeah.
Like,
But that could just be
straight up
Capcom saying just like, oh hey, Easter egg.
Well, like,
But
because it's never like the Strider games take place in what
the
year?
future.
Hiryu is a future Strider. He's like in like 20XDX or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like straight future ninja.
And then Street Fighter 5, it's never confirmed like what year Street Fighter 5 takes place in.
Yeah.
But it takes place before Street Fighter 3, which I think took place in the 90s.
Yeah.
So.
And like as far as I know, there's probably other people could know more about it, but as far as I know, Hiryu is the only Strider that I know of.
Okay.
And I know
Yeah,
Strider is a
he's
title,
one of the
so
last
there are more.
Striders because I just got finished being the one for the PS4 like 2 days ago, and he's the last Strider, but he's been reincarnated over course of time, fighting the same Grandmaster Mio or something like that, from what I understand.
Yeah.
I'm not like a big on Strider lore. I will have to go back and read everything. But if Zeku actually is the first Strider, that would be really interesting.
That would be very interesting. Because like the speculation is 1, he's either a Strider, or 2, his backstory of whole he wants to gather up a bunch of new students and train them in his new fighting style. Where people are thinking that is the start of the Striders.
Yeah.
That would be very interesting.
Yeah. They'll be linking 2 franchises into each other.
Well,
Sorry, I'm just watching the trailer again real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Capcom owns both, so it's not out of possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As that's for Zeku.
Yeah. Because I wanted to check something in the trailer, but keep talking.
But yeah, it'd be very interesting to see what they do with his story. Yeah, I'm watching Al's phone, looking at the trailer.
I'm just checking something. You can keep talking.
Yeah.
So,
But other than that, we'll see next week when I get my hands on him. See what he does, how he works.
Okay.
he comes out 1 week from today, and so does Destiny 2 on PC.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to look at the I was like thinking back to the trailer, and because they had him fight Ibuki and then they had him fight Karen, and I was wondering why they did that. It was because old Zeku.
Ibuki is of course because she's another ninja.
Right, and then they had old Zeku against Ibuki, and then young Zeku against Karen.
Yeah, that was a strange choice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the character, I thought the character came out a little bit like I didn't think the character was going to come out until next month. So like him coming out October 24th was I mean it's a nice surprise.
Yep.
Yeah, it also gives them
it also gives players about a month because I'm pretty sure he'll be. You think he'll be legal at Cap Cup? Probably. After a month.
When does Cap Cup start?
I think it's beginning of December.
So yeah, he'll be legal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think it's at the PlayStation Experience, which I think is the first weekend in December. So that'll give people a month
to try him out, and then
figure out how to play
in
him.
December.
Yeah,
and
figure out how to
then
play him.
January starts the
Figure out the
arcade
matchup.
edition, and the next character probably won't be released for season 3 until February.
Might be January, maybe, because Akuma came out in January.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because
And
Colleen came out in February because it was her birthday.
yeah, and then there was between Colleen and Ed, there was like a month in between.
Yeah, about something like that.
Because Ed came out in March, right?
I forget when, but yeah.
And they're about 2 months apart.
Yeah.
They released 6 characters across the year, so yeah.
Yeah. because people were like, "Oh, here's a character," and then people were like, "Where's the next one?"
Yeah, I think they did that more so in the summer because they know people are off from school and stuff like that. So a lot of people play a lot of Street Fighter.
I feel like Capcom did the character release better in season 2 than they did in season 1. There were times in season 1 where they didn't handle it very well, specifically around the time when Ibuki and Balrog were supposed to come out.
Don't remind me.
Oh, we'll go there. We're going there.
All right, now tell me about this because I don't think I remember the. Because I wasn't too hyped about Street Fighter V during season 1.
Because to put it simply, Capcom didn't handle. They weren't very upfront with They weren't upfront and very communicative with the Street Fighter community.
Yeah. Ibuki was supposed to come out in 1 month.
Yep.
And then 3 days before the end of the month, they're like, no, we're going to put her alongside Balrog next month.
Right.
Along with the cinematic story.
And then everybody, myself included, Balrog's going to be next. And then when they showed the Ibuki trailer, everybody got mad.
Yeah.
Because Ibuki was shown, and they're like, "Oh, you fucking weebs and your weeb shit," and and then they're like, "Okay, we want people." Some people were like, "Oh yeah, Ibuki." Well, some people were like, "Fuck it, we want Rog," and then Capcom was like, "Fuck it." Same time.
Yeah,
they didn't handle it very well. Now
they listened to the whining and complaining too much.
Right. So, but speaking of character releases, there was it X-Kira who put out the thing about the leak about season 3?
Yes, I think so.
We're getting 4 Legacy and
4 Legacy and 2 new, apparently.
Yeah. We're getting Legacy, new, Legacy, new, Legacy.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll be getting the last new character, Bobby, about September.
Yeah, something like that. Probably around the same as this year, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, my predictions were it's going to be Sagat, then somebody new, then Sakura, Oro, then the next new guy, and then Viper.
Who the hell is Oro?
Oro is from...
Yeah, the Hermit guy.
The Hermit guy from Street Fighter 3.
Yeah.
Who is so powerful, he purposely handicaps himself.
So he doesn't kill you.
So he's kind of like Cody with the chains and stuff.
Somewhat, but probably to a more extreme extent.
Yeah. Oro is canonically, I think, the most powerful Street Fighter.
Right. And it's really only the only way we find out that Cody is powerful because when you fight Oni in the arcade mode, if you get to the Oni boss fight, it's implied that Cody could beat him if he didn't handicap himself.
Wow. All right.
It's better than what he says to Dan. Because he's like, when he makes his entrance, he's like, if you get to the Oni fight with Dan, he's like, you're nothing but a farce. Die. I'm like, oh, okay. Yo, what if one of them legacy characters is Dan?
That honestly wouldn't be that surprising to me.
What if he's the first one? Everybody's expecting Sagat.
Oh, it's gonna be a riot. There's gonna be a massive amount of people that love it and a massive amount of people that hate it, and they're all gonna fight, and it's gonna be fucking Internet World War II.
3?
Or yeah, sure. I know what was the first Internet World War. What if Dan's trailer for Street Fighter V is similar to DeCapre's from when they revealed her for 4? Do you remember that one? Vaguely.
Where they had a bunch of people fight Bison and they just got blown back. One of them being Mika, because a lot of people wanted Mika back at the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They just shit all over Mika. It was great.
Was it great?
It was.
But anyway, what if they did that for Dan? What if Sagat showed up and he gets knocked off screen by Dan?
I would love it. I would actually love it. I mean, not that I hate Sagat, but that would be great.
Yeah. I mean, I love Sagat. They need to keep Sagat basically. The rumor with the no tiger shot, that's weird. I hope that's not true. That better not be true.
Yeah. It's part of his whole thing.
Right. Because I felt like back when I really didn't know shit about Street Fighter, I felt like Sagat was similar to Guile, where they don't have a lot of special moves. Because all Sagat has is his uppercut, his tiger shot, and his tiger knee, and his angry scar. But that's to buff tiger uppercut.
Yep.
But yeah, so I mean, I pretty much agree where it's going to be like Sagat and Sakura are basically a given.
Yep.
Yeah.
And do you really think they'd save Viper for last?
It's like I don't know, because I would think that they would save like Oro for last.
Okay.
But like I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring her back. She's like in 3 or 4 different people's stories.
Yeah. And like fully voiced. It's not like she just shows up.
Yep. No model, but fully voiced.
Yeah. Oh, what about Abel?
Fuck Abel.
But
Garbage.
Abel can die.
what do you think?
See, Sagat wouldn't be too bad. Don't remember me ever using Sagat.
You never used
Yeah. Legacy characters. I can wait for a guy till like season 4 or something like that, but he doesn't need to.
With Zeku, I don't think we're getting Guy.
Yeah. Which would be fine.
We already got Guy. He appears in the freaking the train station.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, does he?
Up on the rafters is the picture where it's like, thanks for being a good friend, and it's a picture of Hagar, Cody, and Guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. They might bring Guy and Cody. Who knows? Down the road.
I mean, I wouldn't mind Cody because
Yeah.
Yeah, Cody's
the knife mechanic.
Yeah. Was Guy even in 3?
No, Guy was an alpha.
No. Guy was an alpha.
And then he was in 4, and that was
Right.
it.
Because he was in, was he in all 3 alphas, or was he brought in alpha? I think he was in Alpha 1. Because Alpha 1 was the one where he was broken.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was in all 3.
Yeah, so he was in Alpha 1.
He was broken.
He was super broken because he had infinites.
Mm.
But yeah, he was in Alpha 1, 2, 3, and then they brought him back for 4.
Oh, okay.
Brought him back in Super.
Yep. But let's see.
Besides that, they can pretty much bring back anybody. I'll be fine with. I mean,
I want them to bring back Poison.
They need to bring back Gen. I need my old man.
Yo, since we have Zeku, I don't think we're getting Gen.
Fucking shut up.
He's it's a stance changing old man.
Yeah, it's not the same though. He doesn't poke people and turn their brain to mush.
And say fuck the pussy. Yo, what they need to bring back Rufus.
No. Rufus was the worst.
Yo, dive kicks.
I would take Fuerte over Rufus.
Actually, they could end up bringing Guy into it because they could say, "Oh yeah, this is what Guy was doing in the story when all the other stuff was going on."
Was
He
it
was in 3.
What?
Why are you still on Guy?
No, I was just like thinking out loud. Sorry.
Yo,
They can actually bring Hagar in.
no.
Oh, he's an Infinite.
No.
So.
And it's like Hagar is just Geef.
Yeah.
He's literally just Geef.
Except more mayorly and with
Yeah.
pants.
And more American. And he wrestles sharks instead of bears.
Yeah.
Oh, I know there's probably some people saying for the 4 legacy characters, I'm pretty sure people are chanting for
People want
Eva Ryu.
No.
I'm sure some people are saying. I don't know if a lot of people are saying it. But
Everybody wants Sagat, Sakura, Oro, and Q right now.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Sea Viper come back.
I would
maybe-
actually like to see her come back if she's actually playable this time.
Right.
Because in 4, she was a great character, but you had to work 3 times as hard to do stuff with her that you could do easily with another character.
Right.
So she was pretty much the jury of Street Fighter 5.
People said she played more of like an SNK character than a Capcom character.
Hmm.
But I mean, obviously Oro's gonna be there at some point because he's voiced. He's in a few stories and stuff like that. But like, I mean, I want to see Q back at some point. You know, maybe Street Fighter V will help me like Crimson Viper a little bit more because I liked
That's
the
what I'm
character.
hoping to.
Was Q a grappler too?
Q was a charge.
Okay.
He did have a command grab, I think.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Didn't he have a Rekka?
No, he had a quarter circle punch move that was just fury swipes.
Okay, so it wasn't motioned like a Rekka.
No, it was
Okay.
just a single motion.
But it's like I want to see Q back at some point. Maybe Street Fighter V will maybe like C Viper. Help me like C Viper. I like the character. I just
Yeah, I
playstyle
like
was-
her aesthetically, but gameplay wise,
Yo, good old Uniboob.
I liked her design, and I liked the fact that she shares my call name, but she was impossible to use.
Yeah, like that time I perfected you with Hakan, and you yelled at me.
God damn it. Get on the floor! Do the dinosaur!
But yes, like Sagat. It'll be nice to have Sagat back. Sakura's cool. I never really played Oro that much, but I'm sure I think Oro's cool. So on the same note of fighting games, the DOA 5 Halloween costumes were revealed.
Yep.
oh yeah.
And a
Yo,
lot-
that Genfu,
that Genfu is godlike.
Hilarious.
that Genfu is godlike.
That's hilarious.
A lot of them aren't great though.
Yo, that Alpha one, where
That
she got
one
the
was nice.
she got that big old fro.
Oh, that one. I thought you were talking about the phase 4 one.
that one.
Yo,
No.
the Alpha one, she got that big old fro.
I ain't touching that.
Soul Sister,
I don't want no jelly fro.
Soul Sister Alpha 152.
Mm-mm.
Dude, that was ridiculous.
Yo, You gonna buy that? You gonna buy that Sarah one, Joe? Because she got them cat ears. You like cat ears?
Nope. Fuck Sarah.
Speaking of cats, that Christie one though, whew,
Nah.
Pretty good.
yeah.
As it stands, I'm probably getting Kasumi's, Phase 4's, Marie's, and maybe Kokuro's. I have to see more of it.
What about the bass
and-
one?
And Genfu's. I don't think I'll be getting the best one.
Giant chicken bass.
God damn it.
Yo, it's great. And I didn't know what the fuck Jan Lee was supposed to be. It was just him with sunglasses and a backpack.
Yeah, it's just like some military man, I think. I don't know.
I wasn't a big fan of Hayabusa's though.
Yeah, Hayabusas were not great.
Yeah. I was just like, wait, who's the freaking awesome undead looking ninja up at the top?
That's Hayate.
Yeah, I was just like,
Hayate.
oh yeah. God damn it, it's Hayate.
The Master Ninja.
I don't know. I mean, it seems like, Hayate had to be put in his place in the story. Because Hayabusa's like, you're being reckless. Had to rein him back in.
Yo, what about that Raido one? Where he's got a big old pumpkin head.
Big old pumpkin head.
The
Headless horseman ass.
Neo Tengu's is kind of nice.
Oh, where's hers again? Oh, okay. She has a top hat.
Yeah. Hitomi's got the typical witch.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody had to get a witch costume. Yo, that Alpha one is great. She got a big old jelly fro.
Mm-mm.
That's why I didn't even make a comment in the Slack. I was just waiting for somebody to make a comment about the jelly fro.
Yo, it's fucking Alpha 152 with a big old fro. 1970s ass Jello lady. It's great.
Yeah, so this is the last costume pack we're getting for a DOA 5.
That's Halloween one.
Yeah.
Don't know what we're getting after this, if anything.
What I
Well, they are stopping support at the end of the year. It's not the end of the year yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think according to the latest season pass, I think we got another pack or two, and then I think that'll be it. So
Hopefully they made back their money for what they spent on 5, because apparently Max's video, he was talking about how Team Ninja didn't make their money back on DOA 5. So
probably not. But then again, it's Max. I don't like. No offense to Max, I love Max, but I only take Max's word on fighters that he plays.
no.
I've never really seen him play DOA 5
Mm.
or DOA at all.
They
He
had,
played it,
they had that one like
the
not
legacy.
marathon, but yeah, the legacy of DOA, and they played all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Though it wasn't seriously.
Yeah, it's
No.
like I've never really seen Max like dedicated to DOA, and it's like he plays Marvel or
Yeah, he's not really a 3D fighter person besides Soul Calibur and now Tekken 7.
Second. Yeah, I have to look that up later to see how much they made back off of.
I don't think the exact numbers are going to be on the internet anywhere.
Maybe in a couple of years we'll get a DOA 6.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So yeah, a Marvel update came out and some new costumes were added.
Mm.
You bought one.
Yep, I bought the Morgan's Night Warrior costume, which looks nice.
It's got a couple good colors.
Yep.
It's got like a black and yellow,
Yeah, it has a
Oh,
black and yellow. It has
white, red, and purple. I think.
Mhm.
It's pretty
Yeah,
nice.
black and yellow. Sorry.
Nice.
Wow. I think the white and red one with the brunette hair is actually one that Joe would probably use if he used Morgan.
Speaking of
First.
costumes, Dante.
You mean Dante?
Yeah.
Dante. I was really hoping Nate would jump in at that point.
So, legitimately, this is a question pointed at Joe. You didn't play the Dante Devil May Cry, right? DMC?
No, it's not.
No.
The remake.
Yeah, the remake. Now, the biggest problem with that character wasn't his appearance, it was his attitude, right?
It was everything. His appearance, his attitude, the fact that they took a direct shot at classic DMC in the opening cutscenes
Wow.
with the wig.
With the wig, and he's like, not in a million years.
Yeah.
Or something, yeah, I remember that.
So the game itself, besides all that, is apparently really good.
Okay.
I have no interest to play it.
And it wasn't one of his devil trickeries. He turns into like old Dante, like the Dante we love, or something like that.
I don't think so. He probably got white hair during his
Yeah,
That's
something like that.
double trigger.
Also, I wanted to ask you because I asked Albert, and he forgot. Who was that freaking kid from which Devil May Cry was it? The kid that kind of looked like Dante, but he wasn't.
Nero?
Yeah, Nero. That's was his
Yeah, that was 4.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I remember about DMC4 was Billy. Because remember how we used to do the thing on the Xbox where if two of us wanted a game, like one of us would buy it on the other's console, so that way one would have the console license, one would have the gamer tag license.
Mm-hmm.
And Billy tried doing that with DMC4, but he messed up, so he ended up spending $20 of my money.
Nice.
Wow.
So I got stuck with DMC4, even though I didn't want it. Even though I hear it's a good game.
It's a
Yeah.
great game. It's a great half a game.
Okay, nice.
It's like, I hate Nero. I hate him a lot. I like the gameplay of his part, but I hate him something fierce.
Yeah, wasn't it his voice actor that you couldn't stand?
It's not even really the voice actor because it's your generic anime guy that also did Zero and some other guy.
Oh, it's Johnny Young Bosch.
I was about to say that name as a joke. I'm like,
Yeah.
I think that's legit.
Like it's
Yeah.
his whole attitude and just his whole like I didn't care for him. However, Dante in that fucking game, best Dante. Hands down, best Dante.
Yeah, a lot of people say
He
that's
had-
Dante.
I'm waiting for Nate to jump in. I really am.
He had the looks. He had the badassery. He had the weapons. He had everything. He's the best Dante. By
Now, what was Nero's backstory that you played him over Dante? Did you play them both?
I actually don't remember much about Nero's character.
Didn't half the game you play Dante and half the game you play Nero?
Yeah. The first half
Yeah.
you play Nero up until he gets captured, and then you play as Dante and go through like all the old stages to get up to that point, and then you do like a big battle, and then you get recontrol of Nero for the final battle.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's the last good Devil May Cry that we got. Right. Was for.
Well, people still say DMC was really good despite the shortcomings.
And then that
Oh,
was
yeah.
the last. That was the last DMC. We haven't got one since then. I don't think. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of just trying to remake Dante, why did they just make another Devil May Cry and just have Nero to pass on the legacy, I guess?
Go to San Francisco and ask Capcom.
Because we already have a game with Nero in it, and that's one too many. But we did get Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition that has Virgil in it. Oh yeah,
Fuck Virgil.
Virgil's great. Virgil's fucking awesome. Shut your hole. Though I did lose my shit one in like the original game when Nero got a hold of Yamato, and
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, but where's Virgil? No, but
Virgil
seriously,
wasn't
where's
bad. Actually, I think I tried Virgil out once in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. He wasn't that bad. He was pretty fun to play.
Yeah.
You used to wreck my face with Dante, Virgil, and Wesker.
Yeah, that was my later game team after Virgil came to Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah. It's just nothing but swords and guns. And it was just like, oh, hey, touch of death.
The only thing I remember about Virgil is like, I remember like watching you guys play Marvel and Joe would wreck you. But then I remember like when me and Joe were streaming, I think it was Senran Kagura SMO versus, and he was playing Ikaruga.
Mhm.
And she's got sick Virgil shit.
Yeah. And she had a katana. And she did sick fucking interdimensional time slashes and shit. It was great.
Mhm.
On the same note as Senran Kagura, I totally used that as a segue.
Nice.
Apparently, Ayane, Marie Rose, and Hanoka were added to Peach Beach Splash today. The DLC for that came out today.
Oh, nice.
Time to get wet, people.
Crickets, just crickets. You're talking to two dudes and talking saying get wet.
Yep.
But
But back on topic, the rest of the costumes for that came out for MVCI aren't that bad. They got the Joe Fixit costume for Hulk, the Warbird costume for Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel wasn't that bad. It's her old black costume with the lightning bolt.
when she
on
was
her
Miss
chest.
Marvel before
Yeah.
she became Captain Marvel. Okay.
And Firebrand's one isn't that bad either.
Okay. What do you get?
He got like a blue, purple and blue variant of himself.
Okay.
Looked kind of cool.
Didn't Arthur get one?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what Arthur's looked like.
It was just another pseudo armor, I think.
Yeah,
That's what it looked like.
but I don't play Arthur, so I don't really
Yeah,
care.
it's like him and the blue wing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't play Arthur. Arthur's cool though. I like Arthur. I just don't play him.
Yeah. Other than that, let's see. They had some other ones. Thor got a new one. Chung-Li got a new one.
Chung-Wei.
Yeah, Chung-Li got a new one, and then Ryu got a new one, but I don't really play Chung-Li or Ryu, so. I did go through some of Chung-Li's missions. She plays like she does in...
Are you saying Chun or Chung?
Chun.
Okay. I thought you kept saying Chung.
No. She plays like she does in Street Fighter 5. Like, she has her charge moves and her spinning bird
Spinning
kick
bird.
and stuff.
Because Kikoken is motion, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, so apparently, they had a trailer for Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle that came out the other day. They revealed a couple more characters. Rachel, what's her last name? Alucard.
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 Yep.
and
Yuki Tsurugi. Or no, not Hazama.
Hazama.
Yeah. Awesome.
And Weiss, whatever her name is,
I guess from Ruby.
from Ruwabi.
Yep.
I might catch crap from this from a couple friends, but I don't give a shit. I still don't give a shit about Ruby.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's like the animation is pretty good, but those voices kill it.
yep. Yeah, because I remember like when people were playing it at New York City Comic Con, people were saying like that the game is great and Ruby is powerful and broken and fun to play, but the voice acting just kills it. And I'm like,
I'm not surprised.
But also, another interesting note with that trailer, the trailer revealed that the game is going to be coming out on PS4, PC, and Nintendo Switch. So that's good for all of you Switch players.
Yep.
Speaking of which, did you see that thing that stated that Nintendo is like actually kind of looking forward to adding more adulter themed things to Switch? Like
That's
more
good.
mature stuff.
That's good. It was kind of like I know everybody's gonna be like, oh, it was kind of hinted at with freaking twin tail and arms in her butt.
Mm.
But
Oh, so they're switching their game plan?
no, it's like they'll probably still keep the family friendly stuff with like Mario and Pokemon and stuff like that. But it's like they got like I'm sure they're like realizing that they gotta like kind of like expand a bit to garner that more adult audience.
Yeah.
So that way,
Because like I'm pretty sure No More Heroes, both of them did really, really well.
and those came out on the Wii.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendo has options to gain more people playing their system and stuff like that. They just can't bottle themselves.
Right. They
in
got
one
Bayonetta.
category.
Bayonetta is definitely not a kid's game.
Yeah.
Bayonetta, and I really hope this brings Nate into the pocket. Bayonetta lives because of Nintendo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because Bayonetta 2 would not exist if it was not for Nintendo.
Yeah.
So
Her with her shorter hair.
hey, I'm fine with it. Game was great. Game still is great. It's right over there.
Did you ever beat it?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was great.
Nice. Female Donda. Well, female Devil May Cry, as some people say.
Oh, Overwatch changed Mercy again?
Yeah, I didn't read the patch notes, but they were they ended up changing some stuff.
Wait, third time, or is this the one from like last week?
I think No, like I was trying to click the thing, and it's like it was just showing me like the image of Mercy from the article. Overwatch changes October 12th, so it's from the other day. An update in September gave Mercy a new ultimate, Valkyrie, which provides her and her abilities with a variety of buffs. Her previous ultimate, Resurrect, blah, 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 blah. A recent PTR made it so that Valkyrie didn't reduce Resurrect's cooldown, but instead doubled its range. With the latest update to the PTR, Mercy gains a free Resurrect charge. Fuck you, ad. Fucking, I don't care about the fractured butthole. Not right now, anyway.
That came out today.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw it on Steam when I got home.
Okay. With the latest update on the PTR, Mercy gains a free Resurrect charge when she uses Valkyrie. This is only available for the duration of Valkyrie. If you don't use it by then, it's lost. Valkyrie no longer affects Resurrect's cooldown directly now, but this method preserves some amount of burst resing when needed, while making it more flexible to use.
I think it's a bit of a cop-out.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a bit. Yeah.
Like, ultimates are supposed to be ultimate.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, that's good that they're still, making changes to the game like they should in certain places. I hope they just don't change Mercy up too much that she becomes.
I still don't get why they had to change her to begin with. I mean, like the giving her Valkyrie, that's fine. That was cool. That made her more of a combat medic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess it's the whole fact of like Mercy waiting and then using her ultimate to resurrect the whole team.
But she
was
can't do
kinda
that.
good.
But she couldn't do that anymore.
Yeah.
She can only res one person.
Yeah. Well, I was talking about before the changes where they gave.
Oh
her-
yeah. I hated that. I hated
Yeah.
that having to like hide.
Yeah.
I was talking about the second update that changed her resurrect cooldown from Valkyrie.
Yeah. As long as they don't, nerf her or make her broken to the point that she's almost unplayable, then it's fine.
What's Overgrowth, Joe?
Oh yeah, I wanted to. Yeah, I was gonna save that for like a short entry in the end, but anybody who's been following Overgrowth, made by Wolfire Games, who have also done Lugaru, Receiver, and Low Light Combat, Overgrowth has finally come out of early access, so it's now a full release. So congrats to Wolfire. I've been following it since day one, pretty much. It's like in essence, it's kind of like a do-it-yourself third-person action, like sandboxy type thing, but it does have a story mode, which apparently is slightly not great, but
Like Minecraft?
Oh god, that's exactly what we need. Is another Minecraft.
But the main
Anyway.
selling point behind it is its combat system and how ridiculously detailed these people have gone into. Like, it looks a little wibbly and silly at first, but like their damage is done via like force, angle, and like all these different factors, and like bladed weapons. Like if you cut at somebody, it will leave like a bloodline or mark at the exact point that you cut, and it'll like actually trickle blood down the body. And it's in like you have like limb damage and like you it's got like a Bushido Blade-esque type thing where like if you hit somebody just right or they fall a specific way, like if their head hits the ground super hard, they will die immediately.
Okay.
Wow.
They will just outright die.
Okay.
And it's super cool, and I'm so happy that they finally got out of early access, and I still haven't bought it yet.
Nice. All that support. Still
All that
haven't bought.
support, and I haven't bought it because like it like never goes on sale, and when it does, it's like not for very much. I mean,
You know, it's
$30 isn't a lot, but like,
It's just out of range of being inexpensive, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like me with Cuphead. I love Cuphead. I support the crap out of Cuphead. Didn't buy it.
Yeah, what was Cuphead, by the way?
It's
A
a
puzzle?
no. It's a like a bullet hell.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's like it's a Contra style side-scrolling shoot 'em up.
Oh, okay.
And people are ruining it.
How come?
Fucking fandoms. People, because like Cuphead is like the new like. It seems like it's like the new fad game
Oh,
where like people are like obsessing over these, kind of like what fandoms did with like Undertale
Mhm.
and Five Nights at Freddy's and what else? There was one other one I was thinking of.
Minecraft.
Maybe. So anyway, it's like that. You know how like when games like Five Nights at Freddy's came out and everybody was all over it.
Yeah, it gets super popular, and then people just let their imaginations run wild and do really, really horrible things with their
Yep.
brains.
Same thing with like Undertale. Same thing happened. And now the latest game to join that group is Cuphead. Or TV shows like Rick and Morty or Steven Universe.
I heard from most people that Rick and Morty is actually pretty good.
Yeah, Rick and Morty I assume is a good show. It's just the fandom ruins
Yeah,
it.
the
As
fandom
fandoms
ruins it,
usually
like-
do.
I watched like 2 or 3 episodes like a month ago,
Mhm.
and I chuckled. It was all right, but like I didn't see what was so special about it.
Hmm.
I mean, I love like ad-libbed comedy and like whatchamacallit, like spur of the moment type comedy that's just like not scripted.
Mhm.
But like I don't see it yet. Not with Rick and Morty. I don't see it yet.
Mm.
There was that Counter-Strike video link that you posted, but none of us play Counter-Strike.
No.
Marvel costume.
It was basically on the lines of the surprise of people actually being bold enough to cheat in E-League, like live. And
Oh yeah, like I've seen videos.
That's
where
not surprising.
people do that all the time. Like somebody like was streaming Overwatch and they were using an aimbot, and they got caught. And then there was that League of Legends team who basically said like with the opposing team, the team they were going against, it's like, hey, it doesn't matter who wins, we'll split the prize money. So collusion, exactly. And so like in front of a live crowd, everybody just went like center lane and they just bullshitted. It's like, oh, it doesn't matter who wins. Like we'll split the money with you.
That's not how tournaments are supposed to work.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you're really gonna make it that obvious that you were gonna do that,
Right.
I mean, like,
it makes the game look bad,
yeah,
or worse than it already is.
yeah. You're disrespecting the fans that came to watch,
Who paid money
Mm-hmm.
to get a ticket to go to the event where they're having the championship or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's the point of competition. Somebody wins and everyone else loses.
Right.
Not some of them win.
I think with that note, unless you guys have anything else you got to chime in with.
I don't think so.
Nope.
So we talked
No,
about-
yeah, nothing comes to mind.
Nothing goes on here.
Unless you want to go into what we're going to be up to for the next week or what we've been playing lately.
I was like WWE 2K18 came out. I'm gonna be playing that.
I've been playing the ever-loving shit out of the Plains of Eidolon update for Warframe.
Can't
It's
wait
pretty
to actually get back into that once I get in that. I'm going to be playing Mass Effect Andromeda, getting the trophies and that. Downloaded the patch and whatnot, so see what all the complaints and stuff were about that. I'll give my opinion of the game later on once I finish it.
Cool. So on that note, I think we can wrap this up because I think food's gonna be ready in a minute.
Okay.
All right. So until next week, I'm Al,
I'm Aaron.
I'm Joe.
and we'll see you next week.
Later,
Bye.
Striders.
God damn it.
Fuck you.